June live stream. Sorry, I was about to deliver something. That's something I usually say to the Patreon members. But anyway, we are going to go ahead and see who is here. This is the first time I'm doing a live stream from my phone, so I apologize. You may have to bear with me. All right, can everybody hear me okay? All right, I see a like, so I'm just going to go ahead and assume that's a yes. So again, welcome everybody to the June, Troy, my buddy, thank you. Video in, yeah, this is the first time I'm doing it with my phone. My laptop is in the hotel room. I'm so tired of lugging it around. I have this big, huge bag, and it just got to me. So yeah, we're at Brick World Chicago 2023. Very cool, very interesting. I expected certain things to happen here, and they have. I've also expected some things not to happen, and they have too, but it's all good stuff. It's all good stuff. Ashley Smith, thank you for that. Steven, my friend, all my friends, dude, you're the first people here. That's awesome. So yeah, so just to take care of some housekeeping items, I'm not sure how long this live stream is going to be. It's going to be at least 45 minutes. There are a lot of things going on here, and I need to get out of the way. And also, I have tickets to see The Flash with a couple people too. So I got to go ahead and make sure I'm punctual. So yeah, there is a lot of cool stuff. I'm happy to give people somewhat of a tour, although I've never been mobile on a YouTube live before, so I want to make sure there's continuity and things are going well. Brick Jedi, ahoy, ahoy back. So yeah, so the cool thing about this is there's a lot of creativity, obviously. There's a lot of resellers here too. I really wasn't expecting to see so many resellers, and I've posted some of those. I don't want to say overpriced because I feel like I'm insulting my own people, but I thought I might be the black sheep here because I'm a reseller, but there are a lot of resellers here, and it's great. It's great. I posted a TikTok short where someone is selling a Boba Fett minifig for $3,500. That is crazy. M&R is here. I met him earlier today. We had a conversation. Just Too Good is here. I talked to him briefly. I have a question for him. I wanted to say, let's say Just Too Good, that handle was taken. Like, what was your backup? Was it going to be Just Incredible or something like that? You want me to buy the Boba Fett? You know what? Here's what I'm going to do. You, Steven, give me your credit card information. I'm being serious. Tomorrow, because I know where you live, I'm probably going to be in your neck of the woods on Sunday, and I'll drive down and I'll hand deliver it to you. How about that? But yeah, no, but tomorrow, I think they're shutting off all the lights at 10 o'clock in the evening, or maybe 8 o'clock, I don't know. And they're going to, the lights in the amphitheater, and they're going to turn on all the building lights in the Lego sets. And I think that's going to be very cool. There is this one, I don't know what to call it. I'll just call it a Ninjago mock. This thing is the size of a minivan, and it is so detailed. It is so awesome. It's great, and people are still setting up. It's weird. Dude, there's 47, and I'm not exaggerating. There is 47 Lego Master contestants here. You couldn't sling a cat and not hit a Lego Master in this auditorium. And they're all cool. They're all approachable. I haven't approached too many. I ran into Nick, the gentleman I interviewed from Lego Masters, but he was talking to somebody and I was talking to somebody, and that happened a couple of times. But yeah, so it's all cool. Let's see, we got 14 people on here. Would you like to maybe take a tour? Let's see. Let's take a tour. So this Marvel art is bad to the bone. And that's an understatement. I'm not sure if you can tell. I think you can. There is so much texture, and I love that. There is a ton of texture on this Lego art. Now, Brixie's here. Don't tell him this, but Brixie's a lot shorter than what I thought he was. But his area is down here. I'm not exactly sure where, but I know it's down here in this area. So I'm not sure if this is his area, but I know he was hanging out here a lot, and he said he's up against the wall. So this may be his area, and dude, it is cool as heck. We have, of course, one of the heroes, Darth Maul, from the Star Wars franchise. Love Darth Maul. So do they have separate area building for the resellers? No. Well, yes and no. The short answer is no. And we'll go, so the resellers, because they're not putting up sets, right? They're just doing commerce. They pretty much have shut down. If they haven't shut down for the day, they've shut down and gone to dinner. I know there was a group of people that went to medieval times. I thought about doing medieval times, but I've done that 3 times already. And I'm here for business. I'm here to have a little bit of fun, but I think medieval times is too much fun for me, and I want to keep that business mindset. But yeah, so, and I promise you, we're going to check out some reselling booths. But we have a lot of cool stuff. We have the Twin Towers, which is nice to see. Oh, you're good. You're good. So yeah, it's all cool. Now I'm certain some of that was Brixie's area. Now the interesting thing, oh, this is cool. I haven't seen this yet. People are coming. I got here Wednesday. People have been coming in since Wednesday, but some people just showed up today to do a setup because they have an easy setup. This right here, the Game Boys. Very, very cool. I dropped $200. I didn't realize how much it was going to be. But there are people that are selling their own mock sets too. And I don't want to use the word overpriced because if 2 consenting adults engage in commerce, everybody should be happy, right? We're walking over to some of the resellers. But M&R, he has, I don't want to call, it's a gimmick, and I don't mean that in a negative way, but he has created the smallest Lego store in the world, and let me tell you, it is super small. It is so small, when you walk in, you have to, dip your head down. So we're getting to the reseller area. I apologize, maybe I should have just started there. I'll start there next year. I said to myself, I don't know if I should come next year. I think I should come the following year and kind of do an every other thing. But I feel it's one of those things. It's like you're here, you need to deal with it. So here is one reselling area right here. And these are tons and tons of sets, right? And, there's good people watching here. You're able to also listen to conversations, right? And there were some people telling me how, they've set up an area for resale. And if they run out of sets, that they have hundreds of Lego sets in their hotel room that they'll just go ahead and bring down. Talk about logistics, right? Let me catch up on some comments. Let's see. Yes, most certainly. So do they have So what's the goal of the Lego investor at these types of events? Oh, you're talking about myself? Yeah, networking is one thing. I mean, honestly, if I could be blunt, just go ahead and expand on my brand. And, keep in mind, I know exactly where I am in the Lego community totem pole, and it's far from the top. But it's good to make friends and, do some networking. There's some things that I had like 5 goals today, and well, I had 5 goals this weekend, and I accomplished the top goal a couple hours ago. I'll share that with the Patreon group during the next group chat. So that was one reseller area. Then we have this, and this guy, he's open for business right now. We have Bricktoria's Secrets, which is a clever name. So I said to one of the resellers, I saw one ATST Raider, right? And he was selling it for $60. And I said, hey, you wouldn't be interested in 350 ATST radars for, let's say, $35. And he laughed and he said, no. He said he has 400 ATST Raiders, and he bought them all at Target clearance for $14 each. So before we go down there, I want to show you this Ninjago set. I mean, this thing is gorgeous, right? I should make things easier and just collapse my tripod. So here we go. Check this bad boy out. I mean, that is bad to the bone. Yeah, Chad. So Chad says, you don't know what you don't know. That's why you go to an event like that. That's absolutely right. I'm going to try and collapse my my tripod. I ran into Chad yesterday. We spent a lot of time together. But yeah, this Ninjago thing, and Chad saw it yesterday. This thing is huge and it's still growing. And that's the thing, right? Like, I almost feel that I'm kind of in a low-key Lego Masters episode that just happens to be a weekend long. Because you could feel the pressure with some of these builds. And I said to myself, if I would ever do a build at one of these events, I would make it simple and just be something that could load into a van, load out, put on a pallet jack, and go ahead and put it on a table. But there's this one set, and we are doing a lot of walking, so I apologize for the dead time while I'm walking there. But there is this one Star Wars, I don't even want to call it a set. I would call it a universe or something like that. Here we go. Thank you. Oh, this is new. But check this out. So hopefully I didn't go too fast. I apologize if I did. I'm not used to doing YouTube lives on my phone. Hey there, fellows. CJ, welcome aboard. Where else should we go? I hope it's all right that I'm giving you a tour. I just kind of assumed it would be like the other YouTube lives, but while I'm here, we might as well do the tour. There was a custom minifig booth where there were a lot of political figures, which was interesting. Now, earlier today, what did I do? So I needed to take a break because this is day 3, right? And I needed to be outside of the Lego universe. So I did some sightseeing for an upcoming nostalgia video. I'm so excited. I recorded that video right before this live. I was in my hotel room, and God help my housekeeper, because I have green screens in there. I have tripods. I don't know what they think I'm filming, but it's Lego related and YouTube related. But first time in Chicago. No, I've been in Chicago. Dude, I love Chicago. I don't come here often, but I don't come here enough as I should. So I've been to 21 countries, and there's only 2 cities I've been to that knows how to drive. Chicago and Kuwait City during Ramadan. I love it. And and I'm familiar with this area because I have family out here. And there aren't as many toll booths as there used to be, right? And I think that's great. It says, if you don't have an iPass, go ahead and just pay it online, which is awesome, because if you're responsible enough to have a driver's license, you should be responsible enough to pay your tolls online. But yeah, so this right here is M&R's setup, the smallest Lego store in the world. We have the Whatnot. Whatnot is coming out in force here. Where are we at? Just catching up with some of the comments. So yeah, there's cool stuff all around. I was like, oh, I'll show them this, but then there's like cool stuff everywhere. Let me tell you, man, I'm gonna show you something cool. You're gonna laugh and say that's not cool. I freaking love this. So I love Lego sets that should not be Lego sets, right? And let me show you what I mean. This can of shaving cream, I freaking love that can of shaving cream. I almost bought it earlier. I bought some stuff for my kids. But so these are custom mocks that they're selling. You could buy them built, or you could buy them in the bags. Here's a example right here where you could either just buy the mushroom, or you could buy the bag and put it together. And that's really cool. Now, we're coming into the helmet section. These are bad to the bone. Here we go. You could also get a fire lizard for $1,000. Now, I picked up these Pokemon balls for my kids. And let me tell you, you run into people here. Let's see. What else do we got? So we have like a armorer area that is super cool. See how much money I'm saving you? You don't need to hop on a plane and come to Chicago. I'll just show you everything, right? So yeah, so the fun is just everywhere. The coolness is everywhere. And, you know, this is a nice distraction. You know, if you need a distraction away from screaming kids and other things, this is definitely it. You have a blue Captain American shield. There is a city over here, and they do have competitions here, right? So, and I'm not exactly 100% sure how it works because I don't have anything to compete with. But there are different categories, and they have every year they have a Brick World Master, right? And I think that's the winner of the event. And every year they choose another one, and you could only win one time. So if you win it once, that's it. Yeah, screaming kids and other things. Yeah, I just called my wife before this live stream, and during this live stream, she texted me and she says, "Do you know where the liquid Drano is?" I'm not even going to reply to that. I don't even want to know what's going on. So this looks like this is new. This wasn't here a couple days ago. Let's take a look at this. So again, I apologize if I'm not showing everything because this is the first time I'm doing a live stream on my phone. And there's a lot of people here that you say to yourself, do I know that person? That person looks familiar. I don't know if they're on YouTube or whatever. Now, Just Too Good came in, I think today, and he got practically mobbed by a bunch of teenagers. It was quite the event. I was sitting on a couch editing video, and all these kids just ran up to him. And the funny thing is, no, I'm over here.
Oh, okay, cool. I was like, I'm even wearing pants right now.
Yeah, right. And you know, there are a lot of YouTube content creators here, and I swear I've heard pretty much every YouTube content creator that I know have someone come up to them and say, that was a bad take on this. Or they're like, I don't want to say complaining, but they're just voicing their opinion, letting them know that they were wrong about that one set that they liked. So yeah, I'm trying to think who else. Emma Source is here. I saw her a couple times. There's other people. A lot of the Lego YouTube quote-unquote celebrities, they're hanging out at the Whatnot booth because I think they're selling stuff. I'm not sure how that works. But and the interesting thing about this, let me read some comments first. The builders have gone out, all this. Yeah. And here's the deal. So there's supposed to be 17, they probably hit 1,700 attendees this year, which I want to say, and I apologize, I can't remember. I want to say 200 or 500 more than the previous year. So this thing is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I'm thinking, and I'm afraid to do this, but you know, a lot of this is volunteers. I'm thinking about connecting with some people and volunteering for next year. And when I say next year, it's probably going to be 9 months from now because you have to do a lot of planning. I cut my finger on accident. How could you turn your phone side? Could you turn your phone sideways? I can. Will that help? Let me. Are you watching it from a laptop? Is that better? Oh, it's telling me I can't. So I apologize. Can I gift $100? Sure, you could gift $100. What else was I going to say? So yeah, so this thing is open to the public Saturday and Sunday, and I hate to say open to the public, right? Because I mean, I guess you could say I'm public, right? I'm not competing. So the public and the non-public is pretty much boils down to whether or not you have $120 you want to spend for the whole Wednesday to Sunday thing. Now I'm leaving here probably at 6 in the morning on Sunday because I got to get home and rescue my wife from my kids. But the thing about it is there are a lot of people here that purchased the $120 ticket. And for example, the resellers, the people that were setting up their areas, people were wanting to buy stuff as they're pulling them out of the box and setting them on the shelf. So it seemed like there was a little bit of chaos. It seemed like, I don't know, if this gets bigger, I could see it get to the point where they're like, listen, unless you're actually competing, you can't come in until Saturday and Sunday. So, yeah. But there's a lot of opportunities to help. Now, here's something interesting, and I'm going to share this because this is, of course, a reselling channel. Let's see, here's a question. Any Lego deals at the show? Let me tell you, man, everything is top dollar here. Everything is top dollar. So, look behind me. Wait, let me look at this. Okay, so you see all these white boxes here, right? These are retired sets. And I'm wondering if these people just brick linked it, put it in a white box, and then slapped. And of course, we're not judging. I mean, this is business savvy, right? And they're going to go ahead and sell it for top dollar. But here's all the white boxes right here of retired sets. You have, let me tell you, you have this Wonder Woman set, $60. My gosh, he should be giving that away for free. But yeah, so in this right here, check this out. So this is a castle that's available, $80 right there. Boom, right? So it's interesting. It's all interesting stuff. Go to a specific convention like this. Everyone knows that they have, yeah, and what it's worth. You don't see any fire sales from anyone. Yeah, that you're exactly right. Contra Bricks, Build Craze, Pops Block in there, and M&R Production. Yeah, so there was, I think, a foosball tournament maybe yesterday over that M&R was hosting. And let me tell you, when I say like M&R and Just Too Good was getting mobbed, that's not an understatement. There was like 20 or 30 people, all huddled around M&R during his foosball tournament. It was bedlam and mayhem, and it was cool, but at the same time, I could only take a couple minutes of it, and then I had to bail and sit on a couch and edit some video and stuff like that. What time do we got? Oh, we're doing good on time. We have at least 15 minutes. It looks like there's 32 people here right now, which is great. That's a big number. Does anybody have... So I think I'm at the point where... I mean, there's always stuff to show, but I think that's all the interesting stuff. Does anybody have any questions or any, I don't know, anything they would like to see? There is a bunch of mini modulars that should be close by. And I apologize for not being able to rotate my phone. I did try and do that. And then,
What's up, buddy?
what's going on? I want to catch up with you before the weekend ends. And
today would be the best day.
Okay.
Next 2 days are going to be real rough.
So after this, right here.
I'll be here for a couple hours. So
Okay.
stuff, so.
I'll get off here soon.
Yeah, for sure.
I got
Doing a live on somewhere
on YouTube.
Right.
You know,
Nice.
the funny thing is, the third Friday of every month I do a live, and it just happens to be. So this gentleman,
Oh,
you want to talk about a soldier? This guy is a soldier. He has a lot of glue that puts this event together.
Keeping it together. So
Yeah. So
for sure.
yeah, I'll probably wrap up here in a few minutes, and then I'll try and find you.
Sure.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, so I have some important conversations I need to have with that gentleman, and it looks like it's going to have to happen sooner than later. Let's see. Our Relaxing says, hi back. Can you slap Brixie for me? If you see, you know what? Here's the deal. I coined the term today. Brixie is the Mr. Rogers of Lego, right? And let me tell you, I was the first day I got here, I saw this guy, and I said to myself, I know. And here's the deal. I don't mean this negatively, but he's not a reseller, right? So I know of Brixie well, but you know, he's kind of in my peripherals. Like he's not someone I go to every day and say, hey, let's go check out and see what Brixie has, right? That's not necessarily my algorithm, and that's fine. So he's looking at me, and I'm looking at him, and I said to myself, I know this guy. Where do I know him from? And he has short hair, and I said, did I serve in the military with this guy? And for the life of me, I couldn't remember, and I feel like there was like an awkward moment, and then I was like, oh, that's Brixie, and then I ran into him a couple times. And people here, if I had to do it all over again, so people here, when you get here, you get, and I don't have it because some people are pinning it to their shirt, but it's a 1x8 brick that says Brick World 2023. And if you're a new attendee, like me, you get another 1x8 that says new attendee. And there are some people here that I guess have been doing it for a while. They have made their own custom 1x8 brick. There's this YouTuber called Shy Time is My Time. He's a military vet, and he handed me his own brick, and I said, that's bad to the bone. And people are kind of collecting and trading bricks, so if I had to do it all over again, I would have brought my own custom brick. Well, Jim, you're talking about custom bricks. What does this have to do with Brixie? It has to do with Brixie because some people have 1x8 bricks, and other people are handing out stickers. And so Brixie, kids were approaching him, and for like half a second, it was weird that Brixie's handing out stickers to little children. But, you know, they know who he is, right? Let's see. Brixie, I've been following his channel since 7. Oh, that's awesome. There's more about Lego City. And yeah. So this is like, these are micro modulars. And I've said in the past, I love small mini modulars. Check out how small these mini modulars are. These are super cool. You know what? Let me try. What? Sorry about that. All right, here we go. So that's what's going on. Have you been to Legoland in Florida? I have not. I almost went to Legoland in California. Every couple of years I get an Airbnb in Beverly Hills and visit my best friend, who's a LA detective. And I looked up Legoland in California because I said that would be cool to do like an intro for a video. But Legoland was like an hour and a half, and I said I'm not going to travel an hour and a half just to do an intro outside of Legoland and not actually go in. It's funny, people think I'm filming the opposite way. And so they're like, oh, I'm sorry. And I'm like, I'm not filming you, I'm filming me. A relaxing life. I have not been to Legoland in Florida. Have you? So the day I go on Sunday, you won't be there. I'm sorry, man. Lego's owner, I am sorry. And the thing is, I would like to leave here at 6 a.m. It's probably going to be 8 a.m. And here's the deal. I don't even know when this opens up to the public, if it's 9 or 10. So yeah. So here's the deal. This is going to be last call because I need to have a conversation with that gentleman. Does anybody else have anything that they want to chat about or any questions I could answer? Last call. All right, everybody. Yes, I've been to Legoland. Okay, awesome. Have a good weekend. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Sorry if it seems a little bit crazy. This is the first time on my phone for the YouTube Live. Damn Legoland in Denmark hotel is $700 a night. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. There needs to be more Legoland locations. Well, there's a Legoland in Columbus. I wouldn't recommend it though. That if you're looking for the Legoland experience, I definitely wouldn't go to Columbus. Great show, Jim. Take care. All right. Thanks for your participation. I hopefully am able to turn this off. I don't know how to turn this off, but we're going to try. Take care.